Hi there. Well, my name's David Burgess. I'm Mark Burgess's brother. For all of you out there that are supporting my brother and commenting on his latest run-in with the Sioux Falls Police Department. If you guys were watching the feed earlier, you may have run into my name. So, I'm the legend. I'm the reason that they pick on my brother, Mark Burgess, because I was one of, if not pretty close to the most famous inmate in South Dakota State Penitentiary's history. Mark's kind of turning me onto this YouTube thing, and I guess it's a pretty good way to get your story out there. If you're on that feed, a while ago, he told you that I went to prison at the age of 15 years old. And I didn't go to a juvenile penitentiary, as most people would think you did when you were that age. They put me in the South Dakota State Penitentiary at the age of 15 in an adult penitentiary. And this happened in 1996. I was South Dakota State Penitentiary inmate number 32391. About 5 years later, I caught another number 41401 for deciding I didn't want to be someplace that I wasn't appreciated. So, let's not do that again. So that is my introduction to my YouTube channel. I guess this is the very first video that I'm gonna put on there. I am currently now down in Midland, Texas. For all of those people that would like to know where I'm at, I'm sure there's some funny people in South Dakota that would surely love to know where I'm at. But gainfully employed, doing my thing. I can honestly say, like I said, I mean, I served 10 years before I got out. Out of the 22 years of suspended sentence thereafter, I served an additional 1.5 years actually inside, not on parole. Total, I mean, I flat timed in 2009, so grand total of 13 years. And I guess that's where that is at. If you guys want to hear more about what went on, I guess let me know. But this is my introduction. I'm glad you all are supporting my brother in his quest for free speech. That is an amazing thing, because free speech is so limited. It's not that, here's the way I look at this stuff. It's not that you should say fuck the police at an accident scene. It is the right, the inherent right of the United States citizens to be able to voice their opinion to their government without fear of retribution. It's the ability to say, fuck off, fuck you pigs, without getting tackled and run over by 42 fucking cops, which happens to my brother on a regular basis. This ain't my brother's first run-in with the cops. It won't be the last. And he's going to continue to express his discontent with the state of South Dakota's stance against free speech. These policies that they have created that say that, telling them to fuck off is, or not being able to exercise your freedom of speech is against the law. somehow. That they don't like being photographed and videotaped and, you know, things of that nature. You can't be on a public property saying whatever it is you choose to say. This is where I'm at with that. If common folk don't stand for the United States Constitution, eventually those rights disappear. People take those rights. And I know this because they were taken from me. And they've been taken from my brother. The cops in the state of South Dakota, when you piss them off and they don't like you, they come after you. And this is why I don't step foot in the state of South Dakota, because I choose not to serve life in the state of South Dakota. Like Mike Smith or Daryl Holdley, who are actually in prison for not killing anybody and still serving life, like natural life, 999 years. Some states' life is 20 or 40 or 60 or whatever. Mike and Daryl Holdley have no expectation of ever leaving the South Dakota State Penitentiary. I at one point had a lieutenant from the South Dakota State Penitentiary tell me that I would never get out over their dead body legally ever. I did. I am that guy that when I went into prison, I didn't know shit, as is most of the United States citizens in the United States of America. Nobody really knows the laws, and therefore when a law is violated, hey, I didn't know that was a law, whatever. You go to jail and you go in front of the courts and they're pulling out stuff that college graduates of a law program don't even understand. That's why we have so many shitty fucking lawyers in this freaking country. They don't understand it. I wrote 2 writs of habeas corpus on my sentence and eventually got out. So, hold on. I gotta shut off the Netflix. Okay, so, it isn't the fact of what he said, it's the fact that they're basically tackling him for the thing he said. And I think that's bullshit. It's bullshit. The freedom of press, not to mention that you are a citizen of the United States of America, and you do have the inherent right to free speech, freedom of religion, and a multi-assortment of other things that the state of South Dakota has decided, at least in my brother's case, that he is not welcome to as a free citizen of the state of South Dakota and the United States of America. I helped him write his lawsuit against the federal government, or against the state of South Dakota, city of Sioux Falls, for $50.5 million for violation of his civil rights. Because of the judge and the biasness, this judge plays golf with the city council members and other judges for the city. This federal judge has a tendency to rule for the city, of course. And, my brother, he wanted an attorney. They wouldn't give him one. And that really messed him up, too. So he didn't win the lawsuit. It was conveniently dismissed. But anyway, here's my introductory video for those of you who actually, do want to know why we have a channel called Fuck the Police. Here's a message to the city of Sioux Falls. My brother called for an ambulance for his wife. She was having a seizure. You didn't send an ambulance. You sent cops. Inside of 4 minutes, upon arrival, what didn't show up? The ambulance didn't show up. The fucking cops showed up and maced and tased and pulled a fucking gun on my brother. You didn't even apologize. That is why I say, fuck the police. You guys are getting, right now, everything that you deserve from the public. The backlash that I never got. No justice ever came for me. No justice ever came for my brother when you guys threw him in jail for calling an ambulance for his wife. You didn't make that right. Instead, you fought it and said qualified immunity to the police that assaulted an entire family. You listen to those audio tapes. My brother was crying for his wife. He thought she was going to die. And instead of helping her, you maced him and tased him in front of him with his wife and kids. All because what? I don't understand that your guys' logic or thinking process at all whatsoever. You guys target people. You target me. You have targeted me. You've targeted my brother. You've targeted my entire family. Why? Someone in this government has decided that one Burgess is as good as another Burgess. You can't get to me, so you're going to go after my family, and that's fucked up. That's some mafia shit. You need to apologize. For the rest of y'all, thank you for supporting everybody. Thank you for supporting my brother. Thank you for supporting the cause for free speech and the audits against the Sioux Falls Police Department in the state of South Dakota. Thank you.